I would ask honorable members to take time, allow the committee to bring a proper report on what happened. Because, Mr. Speaker, we have crooks as businessmen. These people should be named in this house. They should be shamed. And they should also be jailed, Mr. Speaker, for taking advantage of innocent farmers.
People that must go home. 2027 is coming. You will go home if you vote against this bill. Let us vote in support of Kenyans. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Order. Order. Will you take your seats, honorable members? Order.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now we are forced to record from outside because we don't have power. It is already very late in the evening and our solar is not even working as of now. So bear with us, bear with the situation, the background, but above all you can see Western is green. All is well. And yes, we are here. So today the National Assembly approved the impeachment of CS for Agriculture Mithika Linturi. The other day, it was voting in to allow the motion to go on or not. And indeed, many voted to support the motion to be tabled, which was later tabled. We brought the names of members of parliament who supported that. And I told you during this time, it is the right time for you to know if your member of parliament is serious or not when it comes to what is touching you directly. Because NCPB sold to farmers soil, it was sand in the name of fertilizer. So we exchanged money with the soil as if we were buying fertilizer, but they gave us sand. So after all this, we saw threat, intimidation that people should be arrested or money should be returned to farmers, but farmers have received nothing up to now. So after the members of parliament voted, in fact, more than 130 voted in support, around that something also voted in favor of Mithika Linturi. So the impeachment has been approved. After this approval, then the committee is going to be formed of 11 members. I've seen members from the Azimio la Umoja, about 5 from Kenya Kwanza, then 1 from Jubilee. That's making 11-member committee that are going to do an investigation of the allegation, because these are still allegations. Until investigation will be done, then the report will be tabled. It is when now we will know mbivu na mbichi. So the next step from here, it is now investigation after a committee has been formed. So they have 10 days to do an investigation, then bring back the report to the House. And from there, the impeachment will continue. That is where now Mithika Linturi will be shown the door, because then the last vote will be done on the floor of the House, basing on the evidence and recommendation from the committee. But then so many things have come out. We saw Mithika Linturi at one point, and I shared the video here, when he comfortably and courageously said that the president is aware of what happened with the fake fertilizer. He is aware of everything and no one should be worried about him. You don't need to send a message to him and trying to comfort him during his low-key moment. He said, Akona president. And I want to warn our viewers here that when you see such kind of a statement from people like Mithika Linturi, then just know that this is how con men normally behave. They are courageous when they know they are wrong. So when you see Mithika Linturi is very calm and composed, just know this is an attitude of this kind of people. But then more issue is coming out as far as this impeachment and the whole story about the fake fertilizer is concerned. First of all, what the KELS chemical managing director said in the committee. He was forced, threatened, intimidated, and forced to sign some of the documents, frog-marched. At one point, at NCPB office, another point, in a meeting from State House. So you see, call from State House, NCPB office, and elsewhere, and all were threat, intimidation, and being forced to sign papers, then again being forced to refund money that indeed he can really explain how it went about and what amount he was given.
Executive who has threatened or who has harassed me. They were starting from the NCPB. Because when I mentioned in case they called me and they regarding because it's a closed door meeting. Agree. We have to pay everything to the what MEMS we have supplied to the MEMS. Not MEMS will pay, is KEL will pay.
Sorry, for clarity, they were asking you to pay who?
To pay the farm, to the refund all the money
To MEMS.
To MEMS, and MEMS will return now to the NCPB.
So how much money then had you been paid by MEMS? Had they paid all your?
No, still they have not yet paid fully. Yeah,
how much have you paid? Did they paid you so far? And what are their
What
balances?
proportion rather?
Yeah, because they have paid us around 100, yeah, figure, because I know figure is of 170 million shilling. We do paid KEL. Now I don't know how much NCPB has paid to MEMS. Yeah, but this is the MEMS only paid. So they were asking me
so
to.
MEMS pay you.
Because that is now part
so
of
the main harasser is the MD.
We started from there, yeah. From there now, you see, we have taken. I've been forced to write. They told me to write that batch because they said already we have announced in the media, so you can't change. You know, that way he was telling me we have already announced in the media, and because he was not that way I was again, because I said no, we have the proof, we have tested twice, we know our product very well. He said no, we have to write the letter now. So that's why the letter we have written, put everything, and I gave him also the signature signed in front of me inside the NCPB compound, not outside anywhere. We have signed the letter, and maybe if they have, they can check. Even they are sitting outside the reception and signing. MEMS was receiving the letter in the NCPB, outside the MD's office. From there, I've been taken. There was no harassment, so we go to the. Now there is from this we see the in office now, office of the president, where the mainly is the KEPS. You know the Esther Gari. She was telling me, no, you what do you call una means in Kiswahili now anasema wachana nani ni hii mwindi yote anatengeneza mali baya sana. Mimi nataka funga hii factory, nataka kila kitu tikufunge. I'm removing all your licenses and everything. I'm coming to close your factory. After that, because guy said, let's stop this everything. He called the police and said, take this guy to the cell.
Just a minute, clarify this letter. Where was this letter printed?
Yes.
Was it printed at the offices of NCPB, at the office of the president, or in your office? Where was it actually, physically printed? So you were called for a meeting at the NCPB. You were told, write a letter like this, go print it, come, sign it here, and give it to us. That's what happened.
Yeah, so because I came, I went there, I printed, first I came, I told him this is ready.
Now we are continuing this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to the discussion. Now you will be wondering, I'm holding a mic here because I have no way to hold it and I have no one to help me as of now. So this is the situation. Just get to understand as we continue, as long as you get the message. Now back to our discussion. Now we have seen people like huyu mtu alikuwa anataka kuchukua chama ya Jubilee, Sabina Chege, saying that Mithika Linturi is not a culprit. That Linturi is not responsible for the fake fertilizer. There are other individuals, and the chain is very long. Where is she pointing to? Is it State House? Is it NCPB boss? And by the way, we saw the NCPB boss, Joseph Muna Kinmonto. He was arraigned in court, arrested in court, and now is out on bond of 1 million shillings. We are waiting. Even we were told Felix Kosgei was one of the people who made calls and who ordered the arrest of the KELS chemical director, Mr. DEVISH. So it tells you that the chain is very long. So when Mithika Linturi says that mimi president anajua maneno yangu vile iko, anatuambia nini? That can we conclude and say that he is telling us that one of his duty is to do this kind of shoddy things, make sure that corruption is going on behalf of the president? Ama, what can we conclude from this statement? That we can loosely say that rais anajua wewe ni mtu yake ya mkono na mojawapo ya kazi zako ni kuiba. He mentioned president. Alitaja jina ya rais. And if you do not watch, just go to yesterday's videos, you will see. I brought that video. But Sabina Chege, who was among the agricultural committee doing the investigations, has something to say that this chain has so many people, and therefore they should go for the right people. To some extent, Sabina Chege is right, but above all, one question. If Mithika Linturi knew that this was wrong, he had a choice either to resign or expose. Because he did not do so, he is equally responsible for this, and he must go home, not only going home, but also arrested. Lastly, this impeachment might be supported by William Samuel Ruto, the president. There is a short way of dealing with this issue and sending Mithika Linturi home. But as they send Mithika Linturi home, if indeed it will happen, because bado kuna nafasi ingine ya kupiga kura, it is not yet over. Who will compensate the farmers and how? Now they want to settle this issue. What about the money that farmers gave to the NCPB? It was through phone. So they can trace the money where it went to. How will they compensate this money? So we should not just celebrate that impeachment is going to take place. Impeachment. But we should also question how will the farmers be compensated. Hata mimi nilinunua hiyo mbolea. Nilinunua hiyo mbolea. Watu tumepanda mahindi, ikabidi tena mbolea ni mbaya. Tukaanza kutumia manure and other things. So how? Those are valid questions. So as this issue is going to continue, one of the issues that is coming out clear again is that this regime is going to threaten, intimidate, abuse investors in this country, close down their companies, like what Mithika Linturi did. He went and closed down. They literally shut down KELS chemicals. And you see, this one is a foreigner, I don't know kama ni Mkenya, who came to invest here his money. Then you force him into such thing through intimidation. Then he does this in fear of his business that asipofanya basi biashara yake itafungwa. Then after that you see how many people are going to lose job vile mnafunga ile. Yet ni kazi ya serikali ilifanyika forcing these people into all this. Kutakuwaje? Hayo ndo maswali. So they even go to an extent of destroying companies. Kama mtu amekuja ameka kampuni hapa, talking about manufacturing and other things. Then you go and do such a thing. Are you encouraging investment or discouraging? So tell me about KELS chemicals. Will they still have confidence under Ruto's administration that we will survive in our business? They have to create employment also. But now this is what we are tweeted to. I'm telling you, it is not only Mithika Linturi, but so many people on chain going up to State House. They are well aware. They are taking a shortcut, sacrifice Mithika Linturi alone because of lack of wisdom in him, because he had a chance either to resign or expose. He failed to do any of those two. So up to this, and I'm telling you, this issue of impeachment is also good. And I said that even if Mithika Linturi will not be impeached, because now the vote has to be counted, at least Kenyans will be aware of what happened, because when an investigation is being done, and you see, they have done numbers from both sides, as the on Kenya Kwanza and all that, definitely someone will be exposed. The truth will come out. You will see how this thing happened. Ndio mjue mliletewa matope, mchanga. So it is good to allow such a thing to happen, hata kama hataenda nyumbani, lakini ukweli utajitokeza, mkajua ni vipi kulifanyika, tukaletewa mchanga badala ya mbolea. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.